Good day. My name is Brian Cockle. This is my wife Fonda.
Hello.
Hello. We are on our homestead off the grid in the middle of nowhere, and we're running a video series on how to start a successful home-based or small business. So today's video is the short version or the quick version of how to start a WIX online store. So I'm going to show you how to get a store up and running and be selling your products in about a half an hour. So it's nice and quick, and if you do want the long version, you will find that in the link down below, and that's a very comprehensive version, step by step. But this was a quick version. If you want it quick, watch this one and it'll get you up and running in no time. So let's get right to the video and get going. All right. Okay, let's get right into it. So today's video is a flash tutorial on starting a e-commerce store, a web store, an online store with WIX. Now, if you haven't decided to go with WIX yet, I do have another video called Best E-Commerce Platforms for Your Small Business. Go ahead and take a look at that one first, because the platforms are quite a bit different depending on what you're seeking to accomplish. So, for example, if you want blogging to be your main thing with some e-commerce, WIX is not the site for you. If you're looking for a comprehensive website, e-commerce store, blog, all kind of built into one, WIX is the one you want. If you're just pure e-commerce, Shopify is the one you want. So I'd recommend that video, that link I've just thrown up there, and it'll help you decide. But if you have decided on WIX, good, away we go. This is a flash tutorial, meaning within a half an hour, I'm going to show you how to be up and running with your e-commerce store, selling your products online. If you do want a more comprehensive video, I have one of those as well. It's quite a comprehensive video, about 3 hours in length, but it takes you step by step by step and helps you build a website along with myself as I'm building one. So you have that option as well. But if you do want the flash tutorial, this is it. So we're going to get right into it. Now, if you look at the links below, the first link is start here, and that's going to take you into WIX and to a page similar to what you're looking at on my screen right now. Now, it might say, 14-day free trial, start now, button here or there. They do change it over time, and depending where you are, it could look different. But basically, you simply want to get to the start now or 14-day trial page. If you hit the first link down below, that is an affiliate advertising link, that'll get you there. Now, I will tell you, I do make a small commission on that if you do hit that link, and it certainly would be appreciated. But it doesn't cost you any more. That commission is covered by WIX. So that would be appreciated. And then, of course, you'll also find below that link the two links I just described, the longer tutorial and a tutorial to go in to help you actually choose an e-commerce provider if you haven't chosen one yet. So go ahead and click on that link. Or if you're already up and running with an account, we'll start right from this point. Okay, so that's perfect. So the first thing we want to do is hit Start Now. And as soon as we do that, it's going to take us into the sign up page. If you already have an account, go ahead and sign in. If you don't, you'll need to sign up, and that's very easy. Your sign in is here, okay? And your sign up, if you don't have an account yet, is right here. So you go ahead and click that sign up little button right there. And it's actually a link that will take you into the sign up page. Go ahead and sign yourself up with an account. You're simply going to enter your email address a couple times, a password a couple times, and then hit start, or if you do have an account, you're going to hit login, right? And that's going to take you right to the login page, which looks like this. Okay, once you hit start now, or the button for a 14-day free trial, you're going to get taken to this page. This is where you're going to select what kind of website you're starting, or online store, and for us it is an online store. So we are going to select online store right there, and take us into the types of online stores. You can scroll through this on the right hand side. It's going to give you all the selections, match the one that most resembles what you're going to be selling online or what your business is. For me, I'm going to select a cosmetic store because I am selling soap, or I could select a craft store. Those are both good options for me. But if you're selling t-shirts, candles, woodworking, jewelry, it doesn't matter. There gives you a whole bunch of choices here. just go through and select the one that best resembles what you are going to be doing. So for this case here, I am going to select an online cosmetic store, and I'm going to go next. Once you hit the next key, you have two choices. For the comprehensive tutorial I did, we go over to this side. And that really gives you full creative design control. Really a better way to make the website. But again, if you want to just do it quick and dirty, which we're doing today, we're going to be on the left-hand side here, which is let Wix create an ADI site for you. So basically, it's going to use artificial intelligence to take a bunch of answers from you and then actually build your site. And the only thing you're going to have to do then is change a few names, add your logo, add some products, and you're up and running. So we're going to select this box right over here, start now, all right? So go ahead and click that box. Now, what's going to come up is some recommendations. What you want to do is it's going to give you chat automatically, your online store automatically. But here's some other choices. For example, if you want to blog, go ahead and hit the blog key. So read each one of these, and it's going to give you a descriptor, and then underneath, it's going to tell you basically what that selection will give you. So if you want to have social media links, for example, here's an Instagram feed. If you want to have videos on your website, add videos. If you want to have an events calendar, you have events, and people can go ahead and sign up for that with bookings over here. So lots of choices there. So go ahead and read each one, make the choices you want for the pages that are in your site. Now, if you do miss something that you figure out, oh, later on I would have liked to have had that, you can go ahead and add that later. So go ahead and select your choices. For this purpose, I'm just going to select the chat, the blog, because again, this is just a sample tutorial to get us up and running, and I'm going to go ahead and hit next, which I just did. All right, add the name of your online store if you have it. Mine is Lifegevity Soap Company, and it's going to go ahead and populate that name into all the different pages. So if you do have a company name, put it in. If you don't, put a dummy name in. It is best to work through this with me. Touching it, feeling it, getting your hands dirty with it is going to be your best bet. So put a name in and hit next. This is to import Google Places or existing websites. We're going to assume you don't have one. If you do, if you have a second site somewhere that you want to point to, you can go ahead and put that in there. Or if you do use Google Places, you can put your address in there. But I don't, so I'm going to go next for this purpose. So there we go. Lifegevity Soap Company gives an email. You can go ahead and put your address in if you want, phone number if you want, fax number if you want, and I'd recommend you add your social links here. So I'm going to add one, and I'm for this purpose www.facebook.com. Now you would go ahead and put your Facebook address in there, and if you want another one, you hit another social, you hit it here to select another one. You can put in Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, any ones you want. So go ahead and add as many as you want, and that's going to pre-populate those into your site that we are making. Go ahead and hit that next key. Now that next key is hiding behind me in the bottom right here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and select a theme. Now your theme is going to be if you're doing clothing, or jewelry, it's probably going to look a little different than if you're doing woodworking, or making soap, for example. I like to kind of have a pastel-y type look to my soap company. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Serene. If you hover over it, it will give you the description of what that's kind of going to look like. So this one's contemporary taste with a touch of downtown class. You can go ahead and read each one of those and then make your choice. The one I'm making is a light tranquil tone that's pleasant and relaxed, and that's what I'm going to go with right there. And go continue. Now what you're going to have here is you're going to have the option to pick your favorite home page design. So you got 3 designs to choose from, and you can hover over each one, scroll down, kind of see what the different pages are going to look like. And if again, if you're doing jewelry versus clothing, you might want to this one here for cosmetics, I think looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that one just because I kind of like the pastel-y theme. I like clean too. I mean, you could go with this one, but for our purpose today, I'm going to pick that one. So go to the top, and you're going to see use this design. Select use this design, and now it's actually going ahead and adding these pages to our store. And boom, just like that. It is going super fast for me because I did just get Starlink internet. It's a game changer. All right, so now these are the separate pages that you can add automatically to your site. And it tells you what those pages are right up in the top left corner. So an About Us page, or a frequently asked question page, or a store policy page. All right, so you can go and choose those. I always like to put a frequently asked question page in, so I'm going to put that one in. You know, the About page is kind of nice as well. I'm going to put that one in. You absolutely would want a contact form so your customers can get a hold of you. I find the support page and the contact page are similar, so I just go with contact. If you want testimonials, you can choose that. You know, if you want to add a whole bunch of different collections, which are different categories of products on different pages, you can go ahead and add collections. You know, meet the team or a blank page. All right, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Read each one and decide what you want to have in your site. And now, at this point, Wix is going to build us a site. So you're going to go ahead and hit Edit Site, and that's up here on the top right corner. So once you've made your selections, Edit Site. Now it's actually building your website for you. We're at step 2 out of step 3, and it goes lickety-split. Okay, and there we go. So this is now an actual functioning website that could be published. Now certainly it doesn't have our information in here yet, so the next step is to go ahead and make it our own by adding our own logo, our own products, our own descriptions on our About page and our fact page and our blog and that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do next. So away we go. Okay, once we've taken that step, we now actually have a functioning website that's ready to be turned into our own site. So just a couple things I'm going to show you on here. So the first thing up here is you've got this here. Yeah, when you click on that, it's going to show you the different pages within your site. Okay, this next one here is going to be to add an element to your site. All right, right there. This is for design elements. Okay, and this is to manage any apps that we add to our site. So we're going to look at that in a bit. This is to deal with either your mobile or your desktop site. Now, I always design a desktop. It does do a really nice conversion to mobile, and we'll look at the mobile site when we're finished everything else, okay? This is your help up here. So if you're looking for your help, the stuff about your site, and then you can upgrade, which we will be doing at the end, and then you can preview your site on the right of that there. And then this last button is to actually go ahead and publish your site and get it on the internet, okay? So first thing we're going to do is this gives you kind of a layout of your site. You can kind of, this is the real estate where we edit everything. All right, if you did want to preview what you had so far, you come up here to the top right and go preview. So we'll just do that really quickly to see what we've come up with so far. So I'm going to click that preview button. And this is what our site would look like. So this is what your site will actually look like. So you notice that this template I've chosen has put our menu bar on the right hand side, okay? Name of the company on the left hand side up top here. And over on the right, we have our links, which is our social media, and our shopping cart is up on that side there, okay? Excuse me. Very minimalist header. And if you go down the bottom, okay, it's kind of got some pictures and some stuff and some information. That's your home page, and that's what it's going to look like right there. Of course, yours will look different unless you've chosen this exact template, all right? So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to editing the site. That was the preview, so up top left there, we're going to click that. And we click that, we're into Edit Site. Now, the first thing absolutely you're going to do is you're going to want to go into one of these pictures and get into the gallery, because you're going to have your own products, pictures of your products, a logo, I'm sure, if you're at that stage now. And you want to get your products and your logo and any graphics that you're going to be adding to the site into the site right now. Okay, and how you do that is just pick on any one of these galleries and left click once. So you'll notice that once we hover over this image here, okay, we can change this image. However, we're gonna go and click replace. So hover over the image and the left mouse button, click replace. And that's going to take us into our media page, okay? And if you've put all your pictures, your graphics, your logo into one spot, I recommend you to do that. It'll be easy to find. If not, go find your media. Click the Upload Media button on the left-hand side. Click Upload from my computer, which then comes up here in the center. and put your graphics and pictures in here. Now mine happen to be on my desktop, so I'm going to click my desktop, website graphics, and I'm going to select all my graphics. Not quite sure which ones I'll want to use yet, so I'm going to left click the top graphic once. I'm going to hold the shift key down, left click the bottom graphic, and then simply go open, and that's going to import all of those graphics into the website editor here. All right, so there's my lip balms, my shampoo bars, my soap, yep, and my hand creams. Perfect. Okay, so now all of that's in there, and because I did already select change that first image, I'm going to put my general product image in that spot. So I'm going to left click that once and hit apply. And there we go. Now there's a picture of my products images in there. Now you'll notice that this image is not the right size. I'm going to show you how to deal with that in a second. All right. However, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your products in here. Okay. So if you look down on this next box here, it's got sample products, oil, face cream, hand cream, that kind of stuff. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that once. All right. Make sure it's highlighted, and then we're going to go to manage. All right. And once you hit manage, it's going to bring you to your dashboard. Okay. So there's two screens that you have in here. Well, one is your dashboard, which is this here. And this is really dealing with all of the back office stuff that has to do with your site, like dealing with your SEO, search engine optimization, setting up your shipping regions, payment methods, getting a domain, actually publishing your site. So in the dashboard, we're going to go to Store Products, and we're going to go to Products. All right, and when we're in here, you're going to see that all of these products are pre-populated for you, and they're just sample products. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and delete all these because we don't have those products. And you can actually select all in the top left here. All right, and just select all, and then hit the trash can right here on the top right. Delete. Those products are gone. Now you want to go to new product, and this is back office stuff we're working with. We're just getting our products in here, and go to new product. You can sell digital files, like a music file, for example, software, or a physical file. I'm selling soap, so it's going to be a physical file. And then now this is where you're going to add all your products. Okay, and I'm going to go through one just to show you. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is add an image. And I'm going to start with my soaps, and I'm going to put charcoal soap in there. So hit that with your left mouse button, move over, hit it with your left mouse button, holding control down. And if you had more, just hold control down and select all your images for this first product. Add to store, it's in the bottom right behind me. There, my pictures are in there now, okay? And I'm just going to put it in the all products collection. You could create collections if you did want to separate all of your different products, but in this case, we're not going to do that. Name of the product, charcoal soap. How much I'm selling it for, $6 Canadian. If it's on sale, you click that. It'll tell you to give a sale price, okay? Description of your soap, best soap ever. That's going to be in this descriptor on the cart and things like that. You can add an info section in. You can add a customer text field in where they can personalize it, color, for example. Product options, size, that kind of stuff. You always want to have it in stock and track your inventory. So you click track inventory, put how many you have. You should have an SKU number. If you don't, you should create one for all your products. And shipping weight, I ship by weight, so I'm going to put in the weight of my soap. And I'm not offering subscriptions, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and save that product, all right? So now, when you're in your products list, I have one product, charcoal soap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and follow that exact same process and put the rest of my products in here. If you have a bunch of your own products you're putting in and you're following along, go ahead and put your products in. And I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I've gone ahead and added all my products in. So I've got 2 hand creams, 2 lip balms, 2 shampoo bars, and 2 soaps. Now, if you were following along before I left you for a second there, I made a mistake. So my charcoal soap, I better go in and look at that. So how you go back in to edit something is you simply highlight it with your mouse and left click on it, and it takes you right back to the page where you were. All right, and if I go down here, I have the best setup ever, and that should say soap. So I'm simply going to change that to soap, and I'm going to resave that, which is on the top right, and I have made that change, and now it is perfect. So I have my products, my SKU numbers in, my SKU numbers, the price for everything, and 1,000 of each in stock. All right. So once you've done that, just simply go ahead in the top left and close that off with the X up there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, build customer loyalty for your store. Add a members area, maybe later. So now what you'll notice is you have my products in the website. Okay. I'm going to make another change since I'm here. Since I did not put in a logo up in the header here or anywhere on, I'm actually going to add my logo. So I'm going to take this picture out by clicking on it, left clicking on it, hovering over image, and going to replace. And I'm now going to replace that, and I'm going to go to my media files, which are the site files right here. Okay, so you find the files that you uploaded in site files right there. Okay. If you did want to use stock images, you've got media from Wix you could use. There's a whole bunch of free ones in there. And then you could also go to Shutterstock and get your video files or your graphics by paying for it. Or you can go to Unsplash, which is all free graphics as well. Okay, so you got two choices, free media, or you can go ahead and pay for some pictures. But in this case, I'm going to put my logo in, so I'm simply going to left click on my logo to highlight it. I'm going to go apply, and now it's put my logo in there. Okay, now what you're going to find is none of these images are the right sizes. So my logo's too big, my hand cream's too big, my things just aren't fitting properly. Your site is saved. Got it. So it auto saves your site. I will tell you that now. So as you're working along, you don't have to worry about losing your work. I will tell you, if we had chosen the right hand side when we went into choose how we're going to build a website and not ADI like we're on here, you have way more control over the design, way more control over how you do things and move around. This is limited, but it does get us to the purpose that we're looking for. All right. So now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you how to change text and pictures and put your own stuff in. Okay, so we'll start with text. So if you want to change a text box, now again, this is a site that's been pre-populated, one-of-a-kind items. So you would left click on that, okay, and go to title. And over here on the left, this gives you what you're working on and the things you can do with that, okay? So one-of-a-kind items, you could change this to best skin items in the known universe. There we go. I like that. Okay. So if you'll notice now, I've made that change, and it now says best skin items in the known universe. Okay. And then if you notice below it, it's given us a subtitle. You can go ahead and change that as well. And it's also given us a buy now button, which is going to take us to our actual shopping page in our site. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is go through and change all of the wording in this site to suit my wording. So, you have about us, for example. You do it the exact same way. It's a paragraph text. You hover over, you click it, and it comes up here on the left-hand side. All right. And you can go ahead and change all that stuff that you want to change, okay? And you'd put your own words in there, you could add, whatever you want in there. Give us a shout. You want to do it for that section as well. And when you click on that, so you go to give us a shout title, click on it, and to the left-hand side, you make your changes here, okay? I will also point out that you can bold it, underline it, put it in italics, okay? Make all the kind of changes you want up there, all right? Again, it's limited compared to the other way to make a website, but it gets you to where you want to be. All right. So, okay, this one here, this is your blog down here, right? So it's and you can go and hit the design key in any of these and change the design, right? So, for example, design, and you can have any of these styles of blogs or the layouts. They can go up and down, they can go back and forth. It's simply personal preference. Okay, I'm going to, for this purpose, leave it how it is. But you can do the same thing with any of these. You hit the design button, and it gives you different choices of what that's going to look like and how it's going to look. Okay, same thing up here. Hit design on the About Us page, and you can change the layout, how it looks, color schemes, anything that you want. Okay, so that's simply done by hitting the design button. Okay, want to go here, and I want to go to the settings now. I'm in the product gallery. Okay, so when I put these in here, I put them all into a single master collection. When we were adding our products, we could have created a collection for each product, one for soaps, lip balms, hand creams, and shampoo bars. And you would certainly want to do that because I'm pretty sure you have more than 8 products. And in each of those collections would display in its own page. Okay, for this purpose and brevity, I've just put them all into one. All right, but you did have that option. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to crop image, and you want to go to scale to fit. I'll just show you that here. That's on the left hand side here. So see, all our images don't fit properly. So on the crop image, you want to scale all those images to fit. And now you'll notice that all the images are the right size and they fit in that box. Okay, I want to do the same thing in this one up here, or this one here. I want to be in the actual box itself. And then image, settings. All right, just like I've done there. All right, so now what we have is we have our image nice and square. Now, if I was taking more time, I said I'm just showing you how to get up and running. I would take this image, I would remove the background, make it round, instead of the white box around it. I'd do the exact same thing with all these images. And if you do want to learn how to do that kind of stuff, go ahead and look at the comprehensive video on starting a Wix online store, and that's all that stuff's covered in there and much, much more. This is the down and dirty, quick and let's get going video for this. All right, so we're going to assume that I've made these changes on About Us. Give us a shout. Our blog, I'm happy with it is. Actually, I'll just change this image for fun since I'm here. Oh, there it is. Image, replace, site files, and I'm going to go ahead and put that image in. Apply that. That was behind me in the bottom right, and there I have my image in here. So I'd fix these graphics up better, and I don't have any more images to put in. So let's just pretend that's one of our customers getting eyebrows done. Yeah. All right. So basically that is perfect. Okay. I'm happy with that exactly the way it is. All right. That's the home page. Now I'm going to show you up here. You go to your pages in your site are all done right here. You need to go in and edit every single page. Okay. So you go to pages, and you want to look at the FAQ page. Okay, you'd go in and you do the exact same things. You'd click on it, you'd go to your title, it's going to bring it up in the left, and you change all of these words and titles to match yourself, including your footer down here. Okay, you can go and design those any way you want by choosing a different design. You can go into the settings of these. You can go in the edit site, which brings you up everything that you can possibly change or add or not add. And you can do that for every single page. So you want to go through every single page of the site, About Us, make your changes, just like I showed you. The contact page, make your changes. Your product page, make the changes. Okay. And here you'd want to work in these images just like I showed you before. Okay. You go into your settings, go to crop, scale to fit, and now that hand cream fits in there just like it should. Okay, so all of your products in here are now going to fit in that page, in your products page. Okay, you got your cart. It'll be empty right now because we haven't put anything into it. And then you've got your thank you page, and you go through and make all of the changes you want to that, just like you did all the other pages. Okay. So now, if you did want to add pages to the site, and we'll go back to the home page just for now. you can go to this next button, go add. You can add a section to a page, or you can add a full page, okay? And that would bring you up a choice of pages to select from, or a blank page, and you can simply add pages to your site. And as you add pages to your site, they will go onto your menu bar on top of the site. Okay, you can work on your designs on this next tab, all right, and you can add apps into your site by going to Manage Apps, going to the store, and picking apps to add in. Some are free, some are paid. You can look at them and decide what you want, okay? All right, so we're going to assume that I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go through and take a preview of our site. Preview the site. And this is what my site's going to look on the internet. Okay, so I've got my home page, which I'm on, and all those changes we made with all our products are there. You can scroll more products here. I can throw a spearmint soap into my cart. I can quick view it. Best soap ever, spearmint soap. Add to cart. That's adding it to a cart. There's my spearmint soap. I can view my cart. And there it is. So shipping's free because we haven't assigned any shipping. There's no taxes yet because we didn't put any taxes in. But there we go. You can increase the amount you're buying and you can add more things to it. All right. We're going to go back to the editor for now. Our site is up and running and fully functioning. Next thing we're going to do is look at some of the back office stuff and take it from there. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, the next step is the back office. So to get to the back office, you go to your dashboard and you have two tabs open. Okay, you've got your ADI editor and you've got your dashboard on the left there. So you simply click on dashboard. Now in your dashboard, on the left of your dashboard is all of the menus where you can take actions with, okay? And when your site is actually published, which means it's actually on the internet and you're up and running, your dashboard is where you'll fulfill orders that come in, for example. So when your customers order products with you, you'll go in and fulfill those orders and then mark them as shipped, put a tracking number in, and you're good to go. This is where you'll add products to your inventory. It's where you'll add new products. It's where you'll add videos and all that kind of stuff. So each of these are self-explanatory. You simply if you want to look at your orders, you go to store orders. You want to see your store products, you look at your products, look at your inventory, add collections, manage collections, deal with your stock, all that kind of stuff. Add videos. Your blog can be managed here. You can publish your blogs here each time you write one. Work on drafts, schedule them to be coming out at a certain point in time. Get rid of them if you're dealing with events. You can get your calendar of events published there. This would be your site contacts as people join your site. Your communications, it's your inbox with your clients and customers. CRM tools, your marketing and SEO, it's all there, right? For now, though, because we're still working on setup, the center part is important. Okay, so right here is our actions, and then down further are all the actions that are recommended for you to take. Okay, and you simply walk through these one by one. And we've already added a product. The reason it's not telling us we did is because we simply overwrote products that were there. But if you're adding separate collections in, that'll go away. I'm going to skip that for now. Set up payment methods. It's real easy. You can add PayPal. You can add WIX payments. You can add Stripe or Square. You simply hit the Get Paid button. All right, and that's going to bring up your options. So you can connect to accept debit or credit cards with WIX. Located in Canada. Yes, we are. So you simply hit connect, go through and follow the prompts for PayPal, have your PayPal login information available, simply go connect, and you're done. So it's real easy. You can set up manual payments, and those things are hooking up to other payment providers. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not actually publishing the site. We're just kind of showing you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to go back to our dashboard. And we're just going to say skip this for now because we're going to pretend we did it. All right. Set up shipping regions. You want to do that. So you hit set up shipping regions. And, I'm going to sell only in Canada. So I'm going to take off the states. If you were selling the states, you could hit the states. And then you edit shipping rules. Okay. Your shipping rules, you can have free shipping or you can add in different shipping options. So, you've got your provinces up here. If you can add or take away provinces by hitting the edit key. Okay, you can add ship by flat rate, by weight, by rate, by price, or rate by product. Okay, I ship by weight, so I click that, and then you go in and you put your weights in, or if you ship by flat rate, you click that, simply put your flat rate in. Self-explanatory. Go ahead and take all those actions. You can add as many shipping options as you want. Okay, so once that's done, your shipping will be all set up, and it'll start charging shipping when you have customers putting products in their cart. All right, so we're going to say we've done that for now. We're just going to skip that. Create your first event. Don't have any events, so we're going to skip that. But if you did, you can start creating event calendars with that. All right, now connect the domain. This is really important. So first thing you want to do is you want to upgrade your site. And the reason being is you can't actually sell online with the free site or the smallest site. You need to have the package that gives you enough storage for your products, that allows you to take multiple payment options, and a whole bunch of other things. You can go ahead and certainly look at all of those different options. But I absolutely recommend that you upgrade the site, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. If I go to upgrade now, e-commerce plan, that's very important, because if you don't have the e-commerce plan, you're not going to have a store. And I personally like the business VIP, and the reason being is you also get customized reports with this one. You get an extra 15 gigabytes of storage, which is great. Your video hours are unlimited, right? And as things move along, and as more things move online, as more people shop online, you're probably going to start to post some videos eventually, and you're not going to want to be limited to 10 hours. Okay, so I think that's kind of important. Actually, it's really important. Okay, so I would strongly recommend the $35 a month site for an extra $10. However, you can get by with the $25 a month, and that's US dollars. And that's if you pay by a year. If you pay by the month, it's a little more than that, right? So you got to go to the e-commerce side, and you got to pick one of these two plans. I would simply avoid the business basics. You don't get any of your customized reports at all. It's just you only get 20 gigabytes of storage. You only get 5 hours of video. It's just too restrictive. So that's it. $35 a month is not expensive, and you are starting a business. You want your site to look as professional as possible. So that's what I recommend. Okay. Once you do that, then you want to go ahead and set up your domain. Now, once you pay for one of these packages, it will be free domain for a year. Okay, and you see that right here. It doesn't matter what package you have. All three of them do have the free domain. Okay, so you want to have that free domain, and then once you have to pay for it, it's like I think $9 to $15 a year, depending on what domain that you choose. Okay, so you definitely want to go ahead and first upgrade. Then once you upgrade, you want to go to get domain. Okay, and to get a domain, so right now your site's going to be your email name, .wix, a bunch of numbers, .this, .that, / blah blah blah. If you want to have a professional looking website, get a domain, to type in what you like. So Lifegevity Soaps, .ca is what I would want. I know that's not available because I already own it. So if I hit let's go, it's going to say, oh, sorry, that one's not available. It's going to give me some more suggestions. So just find one that is available. See, Lifegevity Soaps is taken. Of course, it's taken because I have it. I could go lifegevitysoaps.net, lifegevitysoaps.biz, or I could type a new name in here and select that. Once you have something that is available, you just say, let's go, let's get it, and boom, it'll be yours, and they won't charge you for that because, of course, it's included in the plan that you already upgraded. You definitely want your own domain, and especially for your emails as well, because you want to be able to have, Brian at lifegevitysoaps.ca rather than, Mr. Blingding, at hotmail.com, right? It's just not very professional. So connect a domain. We're going to skip that for now, all right? Get found on Google is an absolute mandatory step. And Google, if you want your site to be found on page 1 or up near the top of the pages, Google needs to understand about your site. So, you want to have keywords in, if you're selling soap, natural soap, natural hand cream, natural skincare products, all those keywords that Google customers are going to type into the browser attached to each and every page. So when you type "get started" here on Get Found on Google, it's going to walk you through all the changes you should make. Okay, and I'm not going to walk through this because it's all self-explanatory. You simply hit Start Now. It's going to run through the Wix SEO wizard. It's going to say, put this here, put that there, add an alt text to that, put this metadata in, and it's going to give you what that metadata is for your site. Okay, so you want to go through that. It'll take you through each and every page. Very important step. Don't skip that. Okay, so let's assume we've done that. So we're going to get skip, and then the next step is simply to go through this bottom stuff. You can edit your business info, add some info. You want to absolutely remind customers items when they don't close off their cart and make the sale. So for example, somebody's shopping on your site and all of a sudden their cat got caught in the window, so they got to run and save their cat. Then the husband comes home or the wife comes home and now they're going to eat and they forget all about it. So what you can do is you can send an email, a day later, another one 3 days later. Hey, you got these great products in your shopping cart over here at mycompany.com. Why don't you come and finish this sale? And I'll tell you, I pick up about 30% extra business from abandoned carts or calls. You want to go in and set up abandoned cart recovery. That's done right here, and you can set it up in your parameters. Okay. You want to then go up and set up your store tax. No point in me doing this because it depends where you live and what your local taxation is. I live in Canada. I have to charge HST in the province of Ontario, for example, GST in the province of BC. And when you set up your website, you go into set up store tax, and then you go and set that tax rate for all those different places that you sell. So you need to do that, and then of course you're going to charge taxes on your products that you sell in your store. Now in Canada here, if you sell less than $30,000 a year, you don't have to charge taxes, and you pay them, and you don't have to charge them. But if over $30,000, you do have to get a tax number and then start collecting taxes. So that's where you do that. Okay. You do want a professional email. I highly recommend this, and that's going to give you a Gmail professional email suite. And I think it's and I can't remember. I think it's about $9 a month for an email. However, it's valuable because it's attached to your Wix sites. Your customers will communicate to you through that email on your site, and of course, it would be your name at yourcompany.com or support at yourcompany.com or help at yourcompany.com. So I'd recommend you do that. It's not compulsory. I mean, you could put another email address into your site, which I already have done in this one, but I recommend that you do get it. If you don't have a logo, it gives you an option to design a logo here that you can put through your site. We're not going to do that. I have a logo. If you don't, I would recommend you use something like CorelDRAW to design it. I do have a video on that being published shortly. If you subscribe to the channel, which would be great, that helps me out a lot. Also helps me get my videos up the top, and it helps me make this content. If you hit that little like button, that helps too. But if you hit that little bell, it'll notify you when I do post my new videos, and that bell is located below the video by the subscribe button down there. Okay, and then if you got your store settings, and again, those are all absolutely intuitive. So with all that done, I would say we're ready to publish. The last thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick look at the mobile site. So when you're on your site here, you want to make sure that everything is transferred to mobile, and that little computer screen up there. If you hit that arrow beside it, it's going to show you your mobile site. You click on that, and this is what your site is going to look like on mobile. Okay, so it's going to be just like that. And again, I would go through and fix all these pictures, put a dark background in, get rid of the square. But for this purpose in the tutorial, I haven't done that. So your mobile site is exactly like your main site. So you got all the stuff in here that you put in there, and it's all there. I said they do a really good job at converting it. I wouldn't, I generally don't have to make any changes to it. But if you wanted to, you'd make those changes just like on the computer side of it. You simply click on that text, and then, you open menu. That's what your menu looks like. And then that's going to take that over to the left-hand side here, okay? And then you've got all the same options to deal with there. Okay, you can change this picture, just like all of the other pictures, although I wouldn't. You want your mobile site to look similar to your desktop site, right? And then you can go through, and preview that. So if I hit preview, it's going to open that up. This would actually look in the internet. Here's your shopping cart. This is your menus. So, here's your shopping page. There's the products that you're selling. Okay. And it looks like you do have to go and fix the pictures on here, but again, you do that just like you did on the desktop side of things. Okay. And we've already shown you how to do that. All right. So we're going to go back to the home page. And there it is. Everything looks great. Okay. And then we're simply going to go back to edit site. Okay. This site is ready to publish, right? We're ready to go live. And once we go live, anybody on the internet can actually go in and buy these things, although I didn't set payment information up and stuff. However, once you've done that, you could, right? So on the top right here is the publish option. Okay. So you're going to click that button and go publish. Choose a domain to publish your site. So here's again, if you've purchased if you've selected your free domain for the year, it's already going to be there. But since we haven't, it's going to be http://kobesun.wixsite.com, and then the only thing I can change is this back part here. So I'll change it to Lifegevity Soaps. I'm going to put a hyphen in there because they're going to do that anyway. Lifegevity Soaps. So there you go. If you did own a domain, you would simply click this little button down here, and you can add a domain that you already own. If you already do own one. And then once that's finished, I'm simply hit publish and continue. Now it's actually publishing this site on the internet. Congratulations, done. So my site is literally live on the internet, okay? And that is as easy it is to get a website up and running. Now, like I told you, I would certainly go through and fix these pictures and, spend some more time putting my own words in and, make, a number of collections for my products. But, it works. So I hope you'd like the video. Again, if you really want to watch the comprehensive video, which is much more detailed than this one, with the editor that is giving you full control, that link is down below. I think it's the second link down below. I would recommend that if you are really looking to put a professional site up. The ADI is great. It's quick. It's dirty, but it's really limited. Okay. However, if you do want to take these actions and do it this way, there you go. There's everything you need to know. All right. I would appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel. That does help me make more content. It also helps get my videos up the top so people actually see them. I would really appreciate a thumbs up if you could do it. And hit that little bell, because that'll, again, notify you of future videos that I do post. And you can also go into and look at my channel to look at the some videos that I do have there, which are all on starting a successful home-based or small business. And we talk about, making labels and making costing sheets in Excel, how to make product videos like soap and hand cream and lip balm, a whole bunch of videos that are very helpful in starting a business. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and that thumbs up and subscribe would be great. All right, have a great day. See you next video.